This is not clickbait. This is my last video in this studio because, well, I'm moving. Let's go down memory lane real quick. So I hit publish on 84 videos in this studio. I had over 16,276 hours of watched video. I had over 6.2 million impressions and well over 3.5 terabytes over 538 days in this studio. This video is bittersweet. It's old memories, but also new beginnings. I grew so connected to this place. I built out what was my dream studio. If you remember what I came from earlier, this was a dream to me. I literally grew up as a creator and as a human in this place. Never in a million years did I ever think I'd have an entire room dedicated to being my home office. And there's only one person I can shout out for letting me live out my dream, and it's my fiance. I mean, this studio, I edited my engagement video in here. I shot my first short film in here, and I also negotiated my first brand deal in here. But like the popular saying, when one door closes, another door opens. As I leave this chapter of this studio, I'm not leaving it completely behind. I'm gonna build a brand new studio in the home me and my fiance purchased. Yeah, we purchased a home and it's a little bit crazy to think about. But I'm gonna be building out what is my new dream studio in that space. And just like this space, I have an entire room dedicated to what is gonna be my home office and my home studio. But that will be a video for a different time because I got a lot of work to do once I get out of here to build out that studio and make it have the same homey feel this studio held. And just like all of my videos, you'll be with me in the entire process of building out that new studio. I want to properly close this chapter of my life before we move on to the next one. Being a creative is tough. You spend a lot of time alone. If it's shooting alone, if it's editing alone, I make a joke that my free time and my fun time is spent talking to a camera by myself in a room with the door closed. And I mean, everyone who does this has to be a little bit crazy. And they also have to equally love it as much. Having a place where I can come home from my 9-to-5 day job, close the door, and just create and let my ideas flow and create really whatever I want has been a blessing to me. And it's more importantly been an outlet for all of the creativity that I have stored up here. And it's a place where I can display it and really just practice and perfect the craft I'm going for. When I sit in this office, I remember the leap of faith it took from my first video I ever made in my apartment/condo before this. I remember the leap of faith it was to be sitting on my kitchen table with a camera and a shotgun mic with no lighting and just making my first video, and instead of for all the years being behind the camera, putting myself in front of the camera. And as it was something that was scary, it was literally the best thing that has ever happened to me. At the end of the day, what this studio has done for me and what all of my studios and home offices in the past have done for me is created a space of inspiration and a mental space of peace. But let's touch on what this next chapter will look like, because I'm real excited to take you guys along this journey with me. So with my next space, nothing's really changing. My approach to content, my approach to how I want to inspire, my approach to how I want this channel to just be a representation of me, none of that's changing. It'll just be a new location, and hopefully a new location that represents me as a creator a little bit more. In closing, thanks for letting me grow in here. Thanks for watching all of the videos I've put out in here. Thanks for taking a chance on clicking on the video, the love and support. I appreciate it more than words can ever say. And with that, let's move and let's build something really special. This is goodbye for now from this studio, the last video I will ever shoot in this home office. And now the fun begins and we can build out my next home studio. End of an era. Peace.